Hello guys, it's time for FPL, back with another video. In today's video we're going to be talking about my Gameweek 13 team now. If you're wondering about my Gameweek 12, just give a quick summary. It went really well. I managed to get 91 points. There is a video on my channel that I posted just when Gameweek 12 ended, so please go check that one out. But yeah, moving on to Gameweek 13, I'm in a bit of a dilemma. So at the moment my team is looking okay, but there are two problems that personally I want to fix. Now, the first one is Foden. Now, Foden obviously being yellow flagged, looks like he's probably not going to play the game on the weekend. So whether I want to keep it or not is I've really not. I'm too sure about this because the last few game weeks he's not been the best, and this game week I just don't really. If he's gonna play, he's probably not gonna be on for more than 60 minutes, or he'll just be on the bench and come on for like a 1 or 2 pointer. So yeah, Foden is definitely one I want to get rid of. Now, I did have one free transfer, but I spent that on getting Chilwell out for James. Obviously, I already had Rudiger on my team, so James was just the easy option to get in. And then obviously Mason Mount is the other one. Now, Mason Mount hasn't really been performing up to standards. You know, Chelsea do have some good fixtures coming up, but they do have West Ham 2 game weeks away. So, obviously, they got Man U this week. No one really knows what's going to happen with Man U. No one really knows if it's who is Solskjaer, but all the other coaching staff are still there. It was just Solskjaer who left himself, so there might not be such an instant change that everyone's expecting. So Mason Mount is the other one. So my thoughts on this is I want to get Foden out this week for a -4, and there's one player that I'm definitely considering and will probably do, and that is Gallagher. Now, Gallagher for Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace do have some excellent fixtures, so if we have a look at Crystal Palace's fixtures and how my team will look with Gallagher in my team. Now, as you get info now, Gallagher. So, he's on some brilliant form. Obviously, he won't be able to keep that up. Just keep on getting really high point games each game week. But Crystal Palace's fixtures are looking really good now. When they are playing Man U, either Man U will continue being the same pretty dreadful form they're on, or they'll be a bit better. I can simply just bench him. You know, he's only 6 mil. He's not one of those players that you're going to be playing every week without doubt. So, yeah. Gallagher only obviously had 6 mil, like I just said. 25%, 20 or 26.1, basically 25% people selected him. Yeah, so he's definitely one I'm considering. So that's probably going to be the move I'm going to make tonight. I will be uploading a video tomorrow morning, which is the deadline day, about my exact team leading into the next game week, as I did forget to do that last week. Silly me. But yeah, so that's the other one. And then for Mason Mount, I do have enough to get in Son if I want to. So basically this week, that's all I'm going to do. I'm definitely not going to get rid of Mount this week. Because, you know, I'm not sure how Man United are going to do. And I'm not taking a -8 for a transfer that doesn't really need to happen. So, and also, if I didn't have Foden in my team, I'd sort of be playing with a 10-player team. Obviously, I do have Saint Maximin and Antonio on the bench, but they both haven't got the easiest fixtures. Saint Maximin of Arsenal, he could definitely get a goal, but the chance of getting a goal is probably like 20%, I'd say. So, especially Arsenal recently, they've been looking really strong. So for this week, Foden out for Gallagher seems like the most likely. But for next week, talking about next week, if Tottenham do look a lot better, obviously they didn't do well midweek. I believe they lost 2-1 in the Champions League. Can't remember who against, but not one of the best teams in the world, that's for sure. So yeah, I could get in Son if Tottenham in general do improve on the weekend. But if not, the big transfer that no one's really talked about is Harvey Barnes. Now, at the start of the season, we can all agree he had a bit of a shocking season, but he had one game where he managed to get 10 points. The rest have been pretty shocking. But if you look at the fixtures, now, but before the 10 point, it was only a 1 point game against Arsenal. Now, Arsenal did play well on that day. Obviously, Ramsdale did keep them in the game quite a bit, but you know, Harvey Barnes could have definitely got a goal or two in that game. The 2 games before they got the 0 points, and then we sort of see his start of the season was pretty dreadful. But the game before his 2 0-pointer, he did manage to get an assist. So, also, Leicester's fixtures are actually looking really good. So, they got Watford, then Southampton, then Aston Villa, then Newcastle. And after that, they got Spurs and Everton. So, the next 5-6 fixtures are really pretty straightforward for Barnes now, especially the next 4, all against teams that you'd sort of associate being in the bottom half or the bottom third of the table. So for this week, definitely just Foden out for Gallagher, but for next week, definitely thinking either getting Barnes or Son in. I'm really happy with my front three. pretty happy with my back five, or which it will be a back four when I'm playing. But yeah, so that is the moves I'm thinking. So I'm not going to quite make the Gallagher yet, but I probably will do tonight, as Foden's price is probably going to drop and Gallagher's. I'm not sure if it's going to rise, because I believe it did recently rise, but it's definitely got the opportunity with the amount of people bringing him in. So in terms of how my team's going to line up for next week, obviously if we replace Foden with Gallagher in this team, it's looking pretty solid now. Salah with captain, pretty safe option. My rank is pretty poor at the moment. It's only like around 400,000. I did take the big 20-point hit, and this is my first season really playing this game competitively. But I've learnt quite a lot quite quickly, so I feel like definitely the 20-point hit that I did take, which was almost like a second wild card, but I didn't use my wild card. Yeah, it didn't really work out. So Salah captain. The only reason I'm not making Trent captain is just because if there's a fixture cancellation, obviously you don't want players captained in the same fixture, or vice captain and captain. So I have made Rafinha captain. The other option that I may veer to may be James or Cancelo. So those are the other ones I'm thinking about. But at the moment, that's how my team's going to look. If we replace Foden with Gallagher, then that's basically how my team's most likely going to look for the next game week, unless anything happens now. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you could learn quite a bit. Let me know in your scores for Game Week 12. Any queries you got about your Game Week 13. Please like and subscribe, and also check out my recent videos. I made quite a few of them. And also talking about Tottenham players and my thoughts on them as well.